In this video, I'm going to show you one more sign because I have been to so many baby showers and weddings, and I just was on a sign mode. They're so fun. This one was a big hit though, because it was a round circle. My husband was practicing cutting out circles. It was different. Could have been a Lazy Susan. You can get those mechanisms off of Amazon, really cheap, really easy to put on. But because it was their name on it, you know, it would have been upside down or whatever if it was turning, so I didn't. At the very end, if you'll watch, I made the cutest little thing that they could put their rings, or they're pretty young. They may still wear retainers. Throw their retainers in there. Okay, that was weird. Maybe $1.50 with everything in it. So cute, you're gonna wanna do that. So as I'm editing to this video, I am loving the wood grain in this wood. So I'm having a little bit of regrets with full coverage paint. I could have diluted the paint and made like a glazy look with it, or I could have used our dark and decrepit or our old and gray patina and let some of that wood grain show through. But whatever, it's done. It's crazy when you're up on a project how you don't notice things. You got to stand back and look at it sometime. I have people at the workshops do that too. I hold it way back away from them, and then they know if they want to add any more or take something away. I let that dry not very long because the wood was so dry it really sucked it up. A lot of times with the one-step paint, you do have to use more than 2 coats, like maybe a 0.5 coat, but because it's so dry, it really did move along really fast. I use these things up under this. You can get them on Amazon. They're little triangles, and it helps you to get the edge without pulling dirt off of your table or just wasting paint on your table. This one step paint is really good for outside projects. It's very durable, doesn't fade, and watch this. My friend used it on her concrete porch. All she did was put a little bit of a white glaze to blend in the chippy paint under it, and she used the black Anvil and just stenciled it on there. It will hold up really well, and it added a lot of pizzazz. So now I love the one step paint because you can just put those transfers right on it. You do not have to seal it first. One thing to remember with our one-step paint that you do not have to seal, you do need to really make sure you stir it really well and bring all the binding agents up from the bottom to the top so it will be long-lasting. So don't forget to do that, and you really do need to rinse your brushes really well afterwards because it doesn't come out as easy as our DIY paint. You don't even have to rinse your brushes, you just can reactivate it with water. So there's a couple of things that make me want to suck my thumb and just stay in the corner. Feathery stencils and spilling the whole can of honey-colored paint. I get these little dental looking tools at Harbor Freight, and I pick the middle off, and you want to be careful because if you drop them, you'll get your paint off of that onto your project. This is usually so satisfying, but again, I have a lot of repairs, and it wasn't really that big of a deal. Don't panic. I just was in a time crunch because the shower was like coming soon. So now I'm just having a lot of fun putting the transfers together, and just you guys, if you haven't tried a transfer, you will really get addicted to these. They mix and match with each other, so always keep your scraps, and you can just make so many beautiful things with this. So here's the established in 2025 for the married couple. These are really fun to make. I love when I put the transfers on to kind of like put some of the letters or leaves over the letters. as you see I do, and then just picking some butterflies and some bugs and putting those on the letters. It just is super fun. So I'm taking a smaller JRV brush. I do sell these. And I'm just stippling it on and letting it dry a little bit in between. If you use a blow dryer on these one-time use stencils, put it on cool or you will melt the stencil product. So, okay, here's a little closer up. I just took a little brush. It did, because it was the JRV one step, I did have to go back over it twice. Did not take long at all to do the second one. So it was totally worth it and it looked really good. I'd really encourage you to get in here with this one-step paint. It just moves your projects along faster. I love the buttery finish. And I noticed that the company owner, Debbie Beard, she is mixing some of the JRV one-step paint in with the regular DIY formula clay, and you still get the benefits of not having to put the top coat on before you put your transfers. Just make sure you let it dry really good, and that is using it off-label, so it's not 100% guaranteed, but it's good. It's gonna be a game changer of mixing more colors as well. I used Big Top to go over my transfers to seal it, and then it was done, ready to go. Here's one of the signs I made. Now this, I used the sunflower stamp and then hand painted inside of it, and it was so good. This is a transfer and the one-time use stencil. That one is retired, and here is a couple of other looks that I made with the transfers. Okay, now you're gonna get to see, I took a little $1.25 box and a little package of round beads that were $1.25 and put feet on it and made the little box that I said they could put their rings in. All the links to the products I used are in the description box, and I mail out really quick. I release a new video every Friday, and thank you for following. Please reach out if you have any questions and I will help you out. All right, so the next little Dollar Tree project is just a mix of Flirtatious and Carnival Red. I use the one-step paint in Veranda, and I just literally dipped my brush in water and just like made a whole bunch of colors on there that just makes a really fun pink. And I would suggest you paint your mold before you put it on if you're picky and don't want the white part showing like I left. I liked it like that, but if you want to really detail it out, I would paint them first. You just have to have a light hand because it takes 24 hours to dry and you'll mar your image if you push too hard. I love this stamp, Ephemeral. It is a lot of small words, and if you want to do it like you do in Kindest Regards, which is a 12 by 12 words, so it's really nice to do it on like envelopes or craft paper or just your smaller projects. It's a really good one to get, so you might want to check that out on my website too. Check out this unicorn mold. You do not have to have him unicorn. You can have him just a horse. It's easy to clip that off. Have you seen them? Put them back to back and make bookends with them. They're just really good. I've got all the new release of the summer 25 Iron Orchid products on my website, but I'm telling you, you'll want to get this one. The little flowers I used are so cute on this one. I am not positive, but I think the lock and key mold that I use here in a second is retired, but I have 3 left. It is so good. I hope they bring another version of it back. I could have sliced this little lock and key mold first, but no, I get the dental tool and pretend like I'm an assistant, and that didn't work. So then I get out the big gun and slice it because I'd already had it glued on. So I would say cut it before. And why didn't I paint the inside? I could have painted the inside and put cute little stamps on there, but I forgot. So I was in a hurry, but this is going to be something people can make at my workshop, so I needed an example for tonight. So look how fun this is. Now this hot glue on feet on a big tray or something would possibly fall off, but it works fine for these little bitty projects. I am using the Golden Ticket liquid patina, and it looks really dark, but when it dried, it looked a little bit more metallic-y. And then I put the golden rule wax over it just to give it a little bit more sheen, and just use it with my finger around the edges, and it is super good.